It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the 49ers and the Cards under the lights on Sunday night.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's fielded at the 45. Able to slither by. A very nice job on the run back there. They'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly. And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact,
and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Walker. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kenneth Walker. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. 17-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Short throw caught by Pitts. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Purdy sets up to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. No gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure, they got him again. Trent McDuffie, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
On for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. To throw, it's Murray. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Purdy. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Purdy now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
5-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught by Wilson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First down, Cardinals.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. This is 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Nichols. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Eddie Pinheiro on now. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. He completes this to Walker. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Play action. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case. Pressure comes and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is Murray. Throwing quickly to Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Arizona.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson.
Complete to Michael Wilson. A gain of 6 on the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Murray now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And that's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
A gain of 7 that time, second goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown reception. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cardinals 3. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nichols. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Nichols. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Murray's throw completed to Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Shotgun now from Murray. his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Cardinals 10.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. Purdy now to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Pitts, a 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
makes the score.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Murray now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Murray. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And it's fielded at the 34. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run again with Walker. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to power through. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Davis Price. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Walker.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run Walker, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.